Starting off, we have the mushroom. Now the mushroom is the most basic power up in this whole game, and all it does is make you so that you turn into Big Mario, so if you get hit you won't immediately die and you'll just turn back into Small Mario. And well, the mushroom has been used in practically every single Mario game since the original, and it's probably one of, if not the most recognizable Mario power up of all time. Next up is the Fire Flower. Now this power up makes it so you could shoot fireballs, and also you could get hit 2 times before dying. And well, just like the mushroom, this power up has been used in basically every single Mario game since the original, and is also extremely recognizable. This power up is also pretty useful, but not in 3D games and only in 2D games. As well, in 2D games like New Super Mario Bros. Wii, it's really good, but in 3D games it's not that good because you actually have to aim for it. Next up is the Propeller Mushroom. Now this power makes it so that you could fly around and glide down really slowly. And well, this power could actually be really overpowered, as well you could basically skip entire levels without actually having to worry about getting hit. As well, all you have to do is land on one block and then shoot immediately back up into the sky, and then you can slowly glide down. And well, you could also spin down, which is overall a pretty cool thing, especially if you're about to get hit by something in the air. You can immediately just go straight down really quickly. You know, this power up also makes it so you can get hit 2 times before immediately dying. Next up, we have the Acorn Suit. Now the Acorn Suit is one of the only power-ups that are new in this game, and it makes it so that you could glide around. So if you jump off a high enough object, then you'll be able to glide down for a very long time and be able to skip large parts of a level. You could also jump while you're in the air once, so that you could glide down even slower. And using this jump in the air, you could glide down extremely slowly to skip even more of a level. So yeah, in certain situations this power up could be really good. You could also cling onto walls, which is very useful if you're about to fall, and you could cling onto a wall, then jump in the air and get out of a pit. So yeah, overall, in most situations, the Acorn Suit will actually be a great power-up and will be very useful. Next up, we have the Ice Flower. It's very similar to the Fire Flower, except it just freezes enemies instead of immediately killing them. After the enemies are frozen in ice blocks, they are frozen for around 10 seconds, and in that time you could ground pound on them to destroy them and also throw them at other enemies to kill them. And even though the Ice Flower is a pretty simple concept, it's still overall a really good power-up. Next up, we have the Penguin Suit. Now the Penguin Suit is just a very overpowered version of the Ice Flower, as well you could also shoot ice balls with it. And it also just freezes enemies just like the normal Ice Flower, and with that you could also slide on your belly with the Penguin Suit. And you could also swim around extremely quickly, and since you're able to swim sideways, you can actually get into smaller gaps to get like star coins. So yeah, this power overall is just a really good variant of the Ice Flower, as well it gives you a lot more to do, and it does everything the Ice Flower can except just better. And this is also a new power up to this game, so yeah, I really don't know why they added the Ice Flower and this suit in the exact same game, as well the Penguin Suit could do the exact same thing as the Ice Flower except just a lot more. Next up is the Mini Mushroom. Now this probably has to be one of the most useless power-ups in any Mario game to ever be made, as well, but it literally makes you super small and well, you can't really kill enemies that easily. And you could barely even kill any enemies as well. To kill an enemy like a Koopa or a Goomba, you actually have to ground pound on them instead of just jumping on them, because if you jump on them, you'll just bounce off of them. The only thing that this power-up was ever used for is to get star coins so you could go into small pipes and get there. The only other semi-cool thing about this power-up is that you could actually run on water if you run quick enough. You're also really low gravity, so if you jump, you'll float down pretty slowly. But this could also sometimes be a bad thing. If you're about to run into something in the air, you can't really get down that fast. Next up we have the P Acorn. Now the P Acorn is basically just a very overpowered version of the normal Acorn suit. As well, with the Acorn suit you're only able to glide down, but with this one you could actually infinitely fly. So yeah, if you spam the button enough, you'll basically be able to fly through entire levels and will basically be invincible, as well you don't actually have to touch the ground. So yeah, if you're in a very difficult level that you can't pass, you can literally just fly over it. This power will be basically useful in every single level besides levels that are in water and also in castles. But besides those two types of levels, you'll basically be able to use this power up to its best potential, and you'll basically be able to skip entire levels. Next up is the star. Now the star temporarily makes you invincible for around 15 seconds. The amount of time that you're actually invincible with the star varies on which game you're playing, because in the original game it was slightly longer than some other games. So yeah, mattering on which game you play, the star could overall be pretty good or pretty bad. But yeah, overall the texture for the star is just a rainbow Mario, and it overall looks pretty cool. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please like and subscribe and comment down below which power-up in this game is your favorite, and yeah, have a great day.